Happy Valentine's Day, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha. I am Planted in Platinum. You can find me over on TikTok and Instagram for more planty content. In today's video, we're going to be going through 10 pink plants in lieu of Valentine's Day. So if this is something that you're into, grab yourself a coffee, get cozy, and let's get right into it. All right, you guys, plant number one is my Hoya Lacunosa Variegated. You guys, this is the most beautiful pink that I've ever seen on a plant. It is so gorgeous. I have mine in my sun stress tent, which has a 1000-watt veggie grow light in the top of it, and it really does a great job sun stressing my Hoyas. Sometimes I have to take Hoyas out of there because it's too strong, but this plant seems to love it. Like, it's just growing so beautifully. And a lot of Hoyas, their new leaves come in pink and then will fade down to like a white or creamy color. But this one sun stresses pink too. I love that it has small, tiny leaves and they stay really small. And as I do with my Hoya Hushkliana Variegated, I like to chop this plant back so that it bushes out more at the top so that the top isn't super sparse. But I'm gonna need to grow this out some more and chop some pieces off and then plant them in the sides so that it's not so bare at the top. But if you guys are looking for a beautiful pink plant for Valentine's Day or just to add to your collection, tell your partner about this one here. It is just stunning. And they're actually pretty reasonably priced for a variegated Hoya. Number two is a sun-stressed Dioscorea Discolor. Do you guys see how pink that is? It's actually wild. This one is sun-stressed under my Barina lights on my Hoya shelf upstairs. Now, Dioscorea Discolor usually gets super dark if it's in like lower light, but this one literally just sun-stressed the heck out of itself. It looks so cool. It's just wild. It's just growing in this water. I cut my plant up a while back and rooted a bunch of the cuttings, and they've just been living it in water and they're so happy. Like, the roots are just wild in there. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, this one even has like the beautiful pink backs, which you'll also see pink and purple on the backs of the ones that aren't sun-stressed. But like that is just something else. It's so pink. I love it so much. I have Dioscorea Discolor all over my house because I just love this plant so much, but it literally will grip onto anything with these tendrils. Like, if you don't trellis this plant, it will take over your whole entire house. I have definitely got some trellising to do with mine. I haven't really paid much attention to them lately, but I was looking at them and I was thinking to myself, I should really get these looking nice and put them on trellises because they're just too good to not show off. But if you have a Dioscorea Discolor, have you been able to sun-stress yours? I just think that they look so much prettier sun-stressed than they do not sun-stressed, but that's my personal opinion. But it's also a really easy plant to grow. The only thing it doesn't like is to dry out, so it's pretty forgiving unless you let it dry out. So don't let it dry out, and trellis it and give it highlight to keep that pink, and it will love you right back. Like, what the heck? Those are the most beautiful leaves ever. And they're even heart-shaped. How cute. Number four is Philodendron Pink Princess. Of course, we had to have this queen on here as well. She is super pretty. Look how pretty that leaf is. I think that's my favorite. I literally just chopped my plant up. This is the bottom of it. I sold a couple of the cuttings and I kept this one here for myself. The new leaf has a little bit of pink on it, but it's kind of hard to see. But it is super cute. And then this is the bottom cut, and it actually popped out this leaf here, which is pretty pink. And then these little baby ones at the top, which have like the tiniest amount of pink on them. They're super hard to show you. And this is one of the older leaves here, which has pink on it. And this one as well inside of the pot. So this one is known to lose its variegation or grow pretty funky when it's juvenile because it will do the Cinderella slipper thing and the leaf will get stuck right inside the petiole as it is emerging, which is super annoying. And I have not figured out how to grow this plant properly yet, but I haven't really given it a lot of effort, to be honest. I had never really had a pink princess till like a year ago. So I don't know if I want to put it on a pole. I don't think I will. I think I'll just put it on a bamboo stake, but I really want to see how consistent the pink variegation is throughout the plant. I know they have a lot of pink princess varieties. There's like the Marble King and the Galaxy. There's a whole bunch of different pink princess varieties, and I think some of the other ones are like more variegated and more consistent throughout the plant. But this one's just a regular, degular pink princess, and I'm just trying my best to see how much pink I can bring out in this plant. I think it is super pretty and definitely one that isn't as expensive as it used to be. It used to be super expensive to get a pink princess, but now they're more affordable. And this is also one that I find people are looking for as a new plant parent. I always have people asking me if I have pink princess cuttings, so I wanted to get one so I could share the love and also to see what I could do with the plant, but I have to pick a cutting for myself. Eventually, I'm gonna wait till I have a couple more leaves and then I'll probably pick one of these and then I'll let the other one go. But yes, so this is Philodendron Pink Princess. Number 4 is my Alocasia Bambino variegated, and it is super cute. I wanted to show you this little baby because I harvested her from my mama plant. She has got a lot of really pretty like baby pink on her as well, and this was the most variegated one that came out of the batch, so I kept this one for myself. I'll show you the mama. She's not super variegated anymore, but she's definitely got a little bit of pink on her for sure. See this leaf down here? That one's pretty pink, but this pink is like super light, like almost white. But yeah, she doesn't really have much other pink on her. She's got like some gray or silver, a little bit of pink at the top there, which is pretty. And also you can see the variegation come through on the back of the leaf of this plant as well. But when I did buy this plant, it actually was super variegated and it just kind of lost its variegation as it grew. I'm not sure if that's a common thing with tissue cultured alocasias or not, because I think this one was also tissue cultured, but she's just so pretty, and I will keep hunting for her corms if she keeps losing her variegation, and hopefully one day I will have a plant that grows the pink nice and consistent. I just think it is such a pretty alocasia, and I love, love, love that the pink comes through on the back of the leaf as well. It's hard to show you with this little one, but it's just super cute and a lot of fun to grow. And I think that these ones are going to come down in price a bit this year because the Bambino variegated was really popular at the beginning of the year and really expensive, and now they're coming out with so many other varieties of variegated alocasias. So if you like pink plants but you've been waiting for the prices to come down on this one, I think that this is going to be your year. So good luck if you're looking for one. They're super pretty, super cute, and super pink. Number 5 is Philodendron Summer Glory, and I know this one isn't super pink. I don't have one with an emergent. I have 3 of them and none of them have an emergent. So I thought this one was like the freshest emergent to show you. You can see it has that pink venation down the center of the leaf, which is super pretty. And the new leaves come in super pink and peachy. I will pop a picture up beside me of what I'm talking about. They're just so beautiful when they have a new leaf. I have one in my bathroom, I have one in my kitchen, and I have one in my plant room because when this one puts out a leaf, it's so beautiful. And then they fade off to green, but they keep a little bit of that pinky peach color in the midrib as well. So I don't know, it's just a really pretty one. This is a crawling philodendron, so it will crawl along the pot. So once this one gets a bit bigger, I will pop it into a rectangular planter. But Philodendron Summer Glory is just so pretty, and her emergents are just everything. If you guys have a Summer Glory, you'll know what I mean. And I have not actually struggled with this plant too much either, so it seems like a pretty easygoing philodendron. I really wish this one had a new leaf that I could show you. They're just so pretty to see in real life. But yes, my other one is huge. I'll grab her actually. This is my big mama that my friend Nessa gave me. Isn't she beautiful? She is literally so big. So big. And as it matures, it looks like it loses that pink venation. I don't see any pink venation on this one. Darn. Like the midrib, not the venation, sorry. Like the vein that goes right down the middle of the plant. So it looks like the more juvenile plants have more of that pink in the middle of the leaf, whereas the more mature ones do not. but the leaves still come out super peachy and pink when they are new, and they stay that way for quite a while actually before they harden off to green. So if this is one that you're looking for that subtle hint of pink when the new leaves open, this is your gal. Side note, imagine if the Chia Pence Variegated came in pink. Oh my goodness, I would croak. Number 6 is Alocasia Azlanii, and she has the most beautiful pink throughout her entire leaf. And it's like very electric looking. It's so cool. Let me see if I can find a better one to show you. That one is really pink. This plant can be really hard to show on camera, but we have a new leaf coming out, so I'm excited to see how pink she gets. But like, look at that, and it just stays. It stays in the leaf as the plant matures. This one doesn't fade down to green. And the leaf is super dark. So, so good. And I really, really like this white border around the outside of the leaf. It just like makes the plant pop. It's like, look at me, I am pink and beautiful and you're going to love me. Now this is not a beginner alocasia, so if you are new to alocasias, I wouldn't suggest this one at first. If you do want to brave it, stick it in a prop box or a tent or somewhere with high humidity, a cabinet maybe. This is where this one lived for a long time, was in my cabinet until it outgrew the cabinet. And then once the root system was really established, I took her out into ambient, and she's been living in ambient for over a month now, and she's been doing great. She's had a couple of her older leaves die off, but I mean, she still is holding on to a lot of leaves. So that is super cool. I'm very impressed. I actually wasn't sure if I could grow this alocasia because it was just consistently challenging me, but I think I have figured her out for now. She's got a couple corms I'm gonna have to dig out of there. There's one here, and then there's one right here, just like growing on the top of the soil. And this one here is actually not in soil, it's in tree fern and pon, and she is loving it. She does need a repot because, like anthuriums, alocasias will grow up out of the pot. So I'm gonna have to repot her at some point, but I did just transition her to ambient not too long ago, so maybe I'll just put some moss around her lower stem for now, like a little collar like my anthuriums. Or maybe I'll just leave her and repot her in the spring sometime. I'm not too sure. But if you like pink plants, this is one that you should definitely consider picking up. All right, our next one is Syngonium Pink Splash. She is just a baby. I actually grew this plant huge. It was living in my tent and taking over in pretty low light, I would say. And she was massive. I'll pop a picture here if I can find one on my Instagram, which hopefully we can, because she was so pretty. And yeah, I sold it to my friend because I was like, okay, I need space and downsizing. I did grow this plant big. I think I'm over it. And then I just freaking missed it so bad. So when she posted cuttings, I definitely picked one up. And this is her. She was a lot bigger. She lived in water for a really long time and I didn't pot her up. I should have, but I definitely finally got to her and she is growing good. She's tiny and cute, but she is definitely pink, and she's got a little pink splash on the top as well of this leaf, which is super cute. This pink is a bit different. It's more like a salmon pink, I would say. There's like, oh, there's also the Syngonium pink salmon as well, which I'll pop a picture of over here. I've never grown that one, but it is also really pretty pink. But I think that their colors are kind of similar. I just think it's so unique and so different and so pretty for a Syngonium. Syngonium Pink Splash. And then we have Hoya Pentaphlebia. Do you guys see how pretty she is? This one is a really dark pink. It almost looks red on camera, but I promise you in real life, this is super pink. So I have had this Hoya for a couple of years now. I've chopped it up many times, sold lots of cuttings, and I traded with Sierra, my friend Sierra, and she looked it up, and these leaves get ginormous. I was like floored when I saw that. I did not realize it. They get super, super big. Let me see if I can find a picture and I'll pop it up here. I'm not too sure if I'll be able to, but I'll do my best. But this one is super cool. It is sunstress, living in my sunstress tent under my veggie light. It's living in pon, and I have been taking all of my Hoyas out of pon lately because they've been rotting, like the no drainage ones, but this one has a cup. My friend Alexis, when she came up to visit me, she helped me repot a bunch of plants, and I think she might have done this one. She did a really good job though. Do you see those beautiful roots? So I think if you're gonna grow Hoyas in pond, I think drainage is the way to go. I mean, go ahead and try no drainage, but it does work for a bit, but then the roots just start to rot. In my experience and my conditions anyways, it might be different for you. But yeah, I've been starting to grow my Hoyas more in like a tree fern soil mix that I mixed up just to try. So we'll see how they do. So far, so good. They do seem to like it, but yes. Hoya Pentaphlebia is one that has beautiful pink venation, beautiful sun stress. The leaves will stay green if you don't sun stress them, but the new leaves come out super pink as well, which is super pretty. And this one is another one you don't hear of talked about too often. So I thought I would show you guys this one in case you're a Hoya head like me and interested in some pink Hoyas. This one grows super, super fast, especially after you chop it. And like, look at this tendril. It's like crawling up one of the poles in my Hoya tent. So I had to unscrew it from the pole. It was literally wound up the whole pole. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put her back and try and figure out something to do with this tendril. She'll probably just attach herself again, knowing her. But Hoya Pentaphlebia. All right, and then we have Philodendron Red Anderson, which I'm confused as to why they call this Red Anderson. If anyone knows in the comments, please leave me a comment and let me know, because the girl's pink. She is not red. Her stems are like hot pink. She needs a steak, don't mind her. Like super, super hot pink, which is so beautiful. And then she's got like the most baby pink color on her leaves and some white, but like the white has like an essence of baby pink when you look at it. It's really, really hard to explain. And then it's got like the pink border around the edge of the leaf, which I probably won't be able to show you. Oh yeah, you can see it. It's really, really pretty. Like, look at that leaf. It's like artwork. You have like the minty green, the dark green, and then the pinky white. Oh, it's just so good. I have struggled with this one too. I have regrown this probably like 3 or 4 times since I've had it. It's got a leaf coming out that is stuck, of course, doing the philodendron slipper thing. But I'm finally growing her to a more mature size than she was. She was like an itty bitty baby. So it's nice to be able to see that she's finally growing for me, because I have been ready to give this plant away so many times, but I just kept persisting because I do really love the Red Anderson. They are just so beautiful. So yeah, if you don't have a Red Anderson, I would suggest picking one up. They are just so stunning. Philodendron Red Anderson. And the last one I have to show you guys is my Alocasia Wentii Pink Splash. I could not make a pink plants video without adding her. Do you guys see how pink she is? This is such a cool alocasia. The variegation is very consistent on all of the leaves. It's never like tried to lose variegation on me. This one almost seems like it's getting more variegated as it grows, which is super pretty. It's very, very marbly and just perfect. This plant has not given me any issues. We've got some lower leaves that are hanging because winter, but I think she's just going to explode in the growing season, and I'm gonna have to repot her because I want to see if she has any corms. She's just been living in pond and no drainage, and she just doesn't even skip a beat, just loves it. But I like that sometimes you can get like more patches of pink, like at the top there and throughout the leaf even. It's just so cool. You just never know what the next leaf is going to look like, because she just has the most interesting, unique pink variegation. Like, look at that leaf. That's insane. But yeah, I grew her from a small baby and I love her so much. I don't know if she's my favorite alocasia. She might be. I'd have to put all of my alocasias in front of me just to take a look, but she's definitely in the top 3. She is so stunning, so gorgeous, and such a great grower. All right, you guys, that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for stopping by my little planty channel. It's always a pleasure having you here. I hope that you guys had an amazing Valentine's Day. Whether you're with a partner or not, self-love is just as important as giving your partner love. And if you have any pink plant recommendations, please drop them below. Let me know, because I'm always on the hunt for new pink plants. I love them so much. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button down below. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really love it if you would consider subscribing to my Little Planty channel. Then you will be one of the first to receive notifications when I post a new upload. And I think that is it for me for today, guys. If you want to find more plant content from me, you can head over to Instagram and TikTok. I am Planted in Platinum once again. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!